We have thoughtfully curated the evening ahead, and I invite you all to be fully present, fully engaged, and ready to be inspired. TiE has always stood at the forefront of fostering entrepreneurship, not just as an ecosystem, but as a powerful global movement. And evenings like these are a testament to what happens when experience meets ambition and vision meets opportunity. We are truly honored by your presence, and we look forward to an evening of meaningful dialogue, shared insights, and powerful collaborations. Thank you for being here. Before we move into the evening sessions, it is important to reflect on the platform that brings us all together, TiE. May we have the presentation, please? So this is about TiE Chandigarh, journey from 2003 to 2026. So about TiE, TiE was founded in 1992 in Silicon Valley, more than 15,000 members, 4,000 plus charter members, 67 chapters across 24 countries. We are standing upon 5 very strong pillars: mentoring, networking, education, incubation, and funding. This is about TiE Chandigarh, the chapter we represent here in the region, started in 2003, catering to Punjab, Chandigarh, Himachal, Jammu and Kashmir, and Haryana. With 400 plus members, we stand strong, 150 plus charter members, and the flagship event, TiECON Chandigarh, that we are all here for. This is the membership count that has grown over the years. And these are the 4 programs that we follow under the umbrella of TiE Global. TiE Young Entrepreneurs is a dedicated program for high school students from classes 9 to 12. TiE U is the university program dedicated towards college startups. TiE Women is a dedicated program for women founders. And TiE Global Angels is our funding vertical. Annual flagship event, TiECON Chandigarh. We're proud to announce that this is the 11th edition of TiECON Chandigarh, featuring grand keynotes, Investor Connect, Startup Awards, interactive panels, government interaction, 100 plus exhibitors every year, networking, and a lot of masterclasses. These are some snippets from the previous TiECON. We have had a wonderful support from all the 3 governments around us. We are very thankful to our sponsors and partners. Government of Haryana joining us as the state partner this year. Platinum partners, Chitkara University, CGC Landra, High Level, Startup Punjab. Gold sponsors, Antier, DCM Yes, Das & Brown. Silver partners, Altruist, Cybrin, Soft Elevation, Satluj Group of Schools, Smart Data, STPI, Tech Prastish. Bronze partners, AppSmarts, Blue Bash, CyberCorp, CyberShield, Grazity Interactive, PayU, ISB, AIC Mohali, TTC Group. Our support partners for TiECON, Chandigarh Administration, GMI Infra, Gunsberg, Mariners Forex, Johnny Walker, MyFM, A Square Media, Gift Boutique, Theatre, Riti Media, and Webomaze. Institutional members, we were just discussing about a Jan AI movement started by our very own past BOT Madan. And these are the institutional members, Madan, that we strongly represent from the Chandigarh chapter. Academic members, 2 schools associated with us, DCM Yes and Satluj Group of Schools. These are the global awards. Best Chapter Category A previous year, Best Emerging Chapter Award, Best Support to Youth Entrepreneurs, Best Business Model Award. Signifies that we are a growing chapter and we are expanding our way into the ecosystem. Thank you so much. I now invite Mr. Vijay Menon, Executive Director, TiE Global, to share his insights on TiE Global's vision and impact.
As you can see, that's a photograph of mine where I had a lot more hair. Yeah. Well, it was actually not AI generated. It was a real life photograph, but a long time ago. It's wonderful to be here in Chandigarh. I know this is I think the 11th TiECON in Chandigarh, and as a global ED, I've been in this role for now almost 10 plus years, and somehow it always felt incomplete that I was never here at this chapter's TiECON. So it's just a pleasure to be here, and I had to do a little bit of juggling on my travels, but I told Puneet that I'm going to be here, and thank you for having me over here. You saw what Ashu shared about TiE Chandigarh and what has happened there. But what I want to bring out here is that TiE Chandigarh is part of a very, very powerful global network that's there across the world. And charter members are really the fulcrum of that network, because they're the ones who add value and create this whole virtuous cycle of giving back and wealth creation. So I'll briefly touch on this. I think Ashu's already touched on some of this. Globally, TiE is a 500,000 plus community. And this is what our chapters touch in the entrepreneurial ecosystems globally. There are 50,000 plus entrepreneurs and mentors, investors, corporate leaders. So it's been there since 1992, 34 years, creating impact across the world. We did a study about 3 years ago. KPMG actually did that study, and what came out was we've created about $1 trillion of wealth over the last 34 years that we've been there, which is just fantastic. And 50 billion is the investments that have gone from the TiE network, 2.5 million jobs generated. I think we have to update some of these figures because it's almost 3 years old. You can see our chapter footprint. So we are there in many, many parts of India, and of course in the US, and then we have some chapters in Europe. We have chapters in Southeast Asia, Japan, Australia, the Middle East, and we're now expanding into Africa. So we've got a chapter there in Nairobi. But the interesting thing is we're adding so many new chapters. In the last 3 months, we've added chapters in Indianapolis, Raipur, Jodhpur, Siliguri, Panjim. So this is a network that's growing. And my challenge to the TiE Chandigarh charter members is we must have chapters in other parts of this territory. I think Jammu, for instance, Jammu and Kashmir, we must have a chapter there. Ludhiana, I think you'll have started a satellite office. Would love to see a chapter there too. And of course, Himachal, as and when the ecosystem, can support one. I think Ashu already touched on the programs, but these are all global programs, and charter members. Many of TiE Chandigarh charter members are leaders in these programs. I know Ritika is here; she's part of our TiE Women program. Harit has been part of the TiE U as a leader. So, and TiE Angels, and of course. TiE Young Entrepreneurs. So the question is, many of you are charter members here. So are you fully engaged with this global network? And that's really the question that I want to ask all of you. And I want to tell you how you can do and be part of this global network. How can you engage across the world? How can you discover new opportunities through TiE? So TiE really works as a global network, as one big global network, which is an active ecosystem. And we have a platform where you can discover members across the world, and this is for both startups as well as charter members. They can discover colleagues across the world, access opportunities beyond your chapter, and engage continuously, not just at events. So these are events where we all engage, but you can have a continuous engagement right through the year. It's good to see Gaurav from TiE LA. So, we have people from Los Angeles and DC, Sundi is here, all part of the global network. Bhavin from Ahmedabad, Murli from Hyderabad. So, folks from all over. So, the virtuous cycle actually is you can access a global network of CMs. You can engage with them in conversations, in connections. There are business opportunities, investments, partnerships. And of course, you can give back to entrepreneurs by mentoring, and providing leadership, and enhance your own reputation. Your stronger personal network. Everybody knows that your network is your net worth. So you can do that. And this cycle compounds over time. And we've seen many, many of our charter members who do this very, very well. So my submission to those who are here, who are not doing it, take advantage of this global platform. The full TiE advantage is in this platform, and I'll walk through each of these. So what does it look like in practice? How do you benefit? What works? What doesn't? What are the real opportunities? Let's talk about that. We have a platform called TiE Engage. And I want each and every one of you to download the TiE Engage app. Engage.tie.org is the platform. All charter members can be part of this platform. At this point, we will allow members to become part of this platform too very, very, very soon. So you can search and find, share updates, stay updated on local and global activity, participate in special interest groups. And there's of course curated content, and this is evolving into a central digital layer for TiE members. There's the events and global calendar, which all of you can access over there. Charter members can participate in any event of TiE across the world. That's part of the benefits of being a charter member. The retreat, and Murli is here with me. We have a TiE retreat in Marseille, in France this year, July 3rd to 6th. I would encourage all of you to come be part of that retreat. It's a great place for, to create lifelong experiences. It's curated for members and families. And I know many of your Chandigarh charter members are always present at the retreat. So we'd like to see many, many more of you there. Special interest groups. And we've got 10 of them. We're constantly adding special interest groups. So if you're from the healthcare domain, you want to connect with people from the same domain across the world, exchange ideas, look at what are the trends, this is the place to be. Apart from this, of course, there are other global network accesses that you have. And these are, this is actually TiE's biggest differentiator. The fact that we are a global organization. Because there are many other organizations that are India-specific, that are Chandigarh-specific, but TiE is a global organization that you can connect anywhere in the world. And I think some of your charter members do it very, very well. I see SK all the time in the US. He's meeting people, right? So it's wonderful to see that. Love to see many, many more of you travel there. Mentorship and giving back is ingrained into the TiE charter membership, the value of TiE charter membership. And I know many of you do it very, very successfully here in Chandigarh and other places. But that's one of the biggest values that charter members bring. And you guys play a very, very key role in supporting startups and the next generation. And this has been happening for now 34 years. In Silicon Valley, we are in the 4th cycle of this. So people in the 90s gave back. Those who succeeded from that gave back in the 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. So that virtuous cycle is, has been rolling for the last 34 years. And through our angel program, you have access to startups where you can invest. I know I met somebody from Chandigarh Angel Network here. Happy to syndicate with such networks. But the TiE Angels globally is very, very active. We keep investing, so feel free to join that and invest. And I also want to ask many of you to take leadership roles. Like some of you have stepped up. Please take leadership roles in TiE global programs, TiE global initiatives. And CMs participate in governance, direction setting. So it's wonderful to see so many people from Chandigarh stepping up, but there are many, many more opportunities. So keep coming. Keep asking us, and we are happy to include you in all those initiatives. I got 30 seconds left. I just said about all the benefits that charter members have. And as we build ecosystems across the world, I want to remind you that you are the real pillars of TiE. The 4,500 charter members that we have are what make TiE what it is. So thank you for doing that. And once again, it's wonderful to be here. Look forward to interacting with many of you. And all the best for the next 2 days of TiECON. I'm sure it's going to rock and be a fantastic event here in Chandigarh. All the best.
Vijay, I request you to please stay back. Vijay, please stay back. Yeah. And I now request Mr. S.K. Arora, immediate past president, to please join us on the stage for the felicitations. Let us have a big round of applause. Thank you so much.